Juan Chrysostom Ibarra is a young Filipino who, after studying for 7 years in Europe, returned to his native land to find that his father, a wealthy landowner who died in prison as a result of quarrel with a Paris curate, a Franciscan friar named Padre Damaso. Ibarra is engaged to a beautiful and accomplished girl named Maria Clara, the supposed daughter and only child of rich Don Santiago de los Santos, commonly known as Capitan Tiago. Ibarra resolves to forego all quarrels and to work for the betterment of his people. To show his good intentions, he seeks to establish, at his own expense, a public school in his native town. He meets with ostensible support for all, especially Padre Damaso's successor, a young and groomy Franciscan named Padre Salve, for whom Maria Clara confesses to an instinctive dread. At the laying of the cornerstone for the new schoolhouse, a suspicious incident apparently aimed at Ibarra's life occurred. But the festivities proceed until the dinner, where Ibarra is glossy and wantonly insulted over the memory of his father by Fray Damaso. The young man loses control of himself and is about to kill the friar, who is saved by the intervention of Maria Clara. Ibarra is excommunicated and Capitan Tiago, through his fears of the friars, it is forced to break the engagement and agree to the marriage of Maria Clara with a young and inoffensive Spaniard provided by Padre Damaso. Obedient to her reputed daughter, father, command, and influenced by her mysterious dread of Padre Salve, Maria Clara consents to the agreement, but becomes seriously ill, only to be saved by the medicine sent secretly by Ibarra. Ibarra succeeds in having an excommunication removed, but before he can explain matters, uprising against the civil guards is secretly brought about through agents of Padre Salve, and the leadership is ascribed to Ibarra to ruin him. He is warned by a mysterious friend, an outlaw, called Elias, whose life he had accidentally saved, but desiring first to see Maria Clara. He refuses to make his escape, and when the outbreak page occurs, he is arrested as an instigator of it and thrown into prison in Manila. On the evening when Capitan Tiago receives a ball in his Manila house to celebrate his supposed daughter's engagement, Ibarra makes his escape from prison and succeeds in seeing Maria Clara alone. He begins to reproach her because it is letter written to her before he went to the Europe, which forms the basis of the charge against him. But she clears herself of treachery to him. The letter had been secured from her by false representation and in exchange for two others written by her mother just before her birth, which it proves that Padre Damaso is her real father. These letters has been accidentally discovered in the convento by Padre Salve, who made use of them to intimidate the girl and get possession of Ibarra's letter, from which he forced others to incriminate the young man. She tells him that if she will marry the young Spaniard, sacrificing herself thus to save her mother's name and Capitan Tiago's honors and to prevent a public scandal, but that she will always remain true to him. Ibarra's escape had been effected by Elias, who conveys him in a bangka up the Pasig River to the lake, where they are so close beset by the Pasig in the Pasig River by the civil guard that Elias leaped into the water and drones the prisoners away from the boat in which Ibarra lies concealed. On Christmas Eve, at the tomb of Ibarras in the gloomy wood, Elias appeared, wounded and dying, to find that there a boy named Basilio, beside the corpse of his mother, a poor woman who had been driven to insanity by her husband's neglect and abuses on the part of the civil guard. Her younger son, having page disappeared sometimes before in the convento, where he is a sacristan. Basilio, who is ignorant of Elias' identity, helps him to build a funeral pyre on which his corpse and a mad woman's are to the bird. Upon learning of the reported death of Ibarra in the chase of the lake, Maria Clara became disconsolated and begs her supposed godfather, Fray Damaso, to put her in nunnery, unconscious of her knowledge of their true relationship. The friars break down and confesses that all the troubles he has stripped up with the Ibarras has been to prevent her from marrying a native, which would condemn her and her children to oppressed and enslaved class. He finally yields to her interests, and she enters the nunnery of Saint Clara, to which Padre Salve as soon assigned a ministerial capacity. Noli me tangere by Dr. Jose P. Rizal.